evening to everybody coming to you from Clewiston, Florida in South Florida. This is the Community Radio Network CRN Sports race coverage of the Friday night portion of the inaugural Everglades-Swamp Cabbage Nationals from Hendry County. Wesley Outland, Jason Beckner on the call. As we'll get ready to go with heat race number 1 here in just a couple of moments. We will be having 3 heat races for the Just Dirt Productions Southern States Midget Series. And they will get ready to go for heat race number 1. We'll give you a starting lineup for heat race number 1. As we'll get ready to go to green here in another lap or so. On the pole is going to be Connor Leffler, John Crowder, Dale Nettles, Wayne Fiegel, Mike Magic, Ty Nevins, Otto Scrape, and Michael Magic. That's the lineup for heat race number 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're set to go. Green flag is in the air for heat race number 1, and we are set for the start. On the pole, it's going to be Connor Leffler, John Crowder, Dell Nettles, Wayne Fiegel, Mike Magic, Ty Evans, Otto Scrape, and Michael Magic. The rundown, we got one spinning, one smacking, another one off of turn number 4. Leffler looks like he got a little bit of damage, keeps on rolling away, but the caution light is out. Problems on the speedway. And it looks like it's going to be Mike Magic out of Winder Barrel in the number 14 machine. And Jason Beckner will go under the caution. Good evening, my friend.
Oh, boy, excitement already. We didn't even get one lap in, so it looks like this is probably going to be a complete restart.
Actually, we did get a lap scored.
Ah, good.
We got one lap in.
We got one lap in, guys. Go nose to tail.
Okay, so let's see. It's going to be 30, and then number 4. So the 30's the leader, 4.
Who's the one? Here, call it out right here.
That's 30. Okay. 30. 4. 30.
So we are under the yellow flag.
3.
Working on getting the lineup correct here. And I believe, Jason Beckner, we did get one lap scored, so we will go back and prepare for a restart. So,
yep, one lap was scored. We got the your leader out front. That's going to be the 30 of John Cowder out of Summerfield, Florida.
So while we were posting on social media all of the coverage of the race, talk a little bit about, Jason, about this awesome facility, and thanks for having the series here.
Tell you what, we've been almost closed down for almost 2 years. We actually shut down a couple years ago to do some renovations. We were close. We brought in more clay, over 1,000 loads of new clay in down here. And was just getting ready to get it all mixed up and put together, and then Hurricane Irma came through here and literally blew us apart, knocked a bunch of stuff over, and just kind of put us behind the 8 ball for a little while. But just started racing again right here before the beginning of the 2019 season. Had a couple shows, kicked it off with some Winter Nationals deal, and so here we are. We're down here. This is the last weekend of Winter Nationals for us down here at the southernmost dirt track in the USA, the Hendry County Motorsports Park. And it's been a lot of fun. Figured out what we can do, what we can't do. Already planning a lot of stuff for next year. And then we'll start up the first week in March. We'll start with our regular point season down here, Wesley.
There you go, definitely. And, of course, an awesome racetrack. And you guys have done some work on this facility, not just from last night as well after practice.
Yeah, we've actually pushed the infield, the inside line, pushed it further down into the infield to open it up a lot more, to get a lot more side-by-side, 3x3 racing and everything down here. So they leveled it off down on the inside, pulled a lot of dirt from the top of the track, pushed it all the way down. So the Montesi's, the Wilsons, and Bob Crum, and with Sugarland Motorsports, all them guys down there in the infield, they've been working real hard this past week trying to get this track ready and trying something a little different with it. So
there you go. So, of course, it looks like they are saying that we are going to go to green next time by, so we will be going to the green flag is what they're saying. So,
Crowder going to lead them up off of turn 4. Green flag's out. We're back to racing.
Back for the restart. Lost a couple of machines due to some problems on the speedway, but it looks like we're all good to go here now.
Mike Magic with a good run up on the high side going down into turn number 3, trying to make the move on Crowder, coming up off the front straightaway down into turn 1 on that last lap. Now they get it down single file back down to turn 1. Battle back in the 3rd spot, digging hard down to the inside. Take a look at that car when he comes back by. I can't see the number on it. They are still digging side by side. Coming off the high side, 2x2. Slide job right up for the third spot. That's going to be the 3-wee machine of Auto Scrap out of Largo, Florida.
Auto Scrape, but we got a caution on the speedway. Got a report of debris possibly on the speedway. A report of debris possibly on the racetrack, so we're going to go to caution. And it'll be a Dix double file restart. But, again, caution is out. We3 is Auto Scrape, Jason Buckner. He is our defending. Just Dirt Productions Southern States Midget Series champion for the Tour from last year.
Yeah, he had a real nice slide job coming up there off of turn 4 right before the caution came out. He was starting to find himself a good line. And who's locked up behind the 3 car? That's going to be the 33 machine of Ty Nevins out of Titusville. And they were having a good battle side by side. They're going down and
getting ready to go back for the restart. Apologize for that language in the background, race fans, as we'll get ready to go back to green. John Crowder is out in front in the number 30X from Summerfield, Florida. We'll get ready to come back for the restart. John Crowder has got a pretty good resume running midget cars. He runs not only with the Southern States Midget Series, the USCS Mini Sprints. He's also ran the Florida Mini Sprint Action Series and the Crowder Racing Moss Racing Entry 30. He knows how to get around this place. He likes it here. Been here a time or two. Like you said, it's been about a 2-year absence and this track's been shut down. But you guys have had a phenomenal, lengthy, long Winter Nationals.
Yeah, it's been working out pretty good. We kicked it off pretty. Had Tony Stewart down here with the USCS. That turned out to be a good deal. That was a Friday night race. Supposed to be a Saturday night race, but we had the Liquid Sunshine move in on us, canceled us. But now we're back to racing again. Down into turn 1, they all get single files. They go down to turn 1 and wheel it up off of 2 down the back straightaway. Crowder here, leader out front, keeps it tucked down on the inside. Then the 3-wee car trying to make a move, made a little contact, put that chrome horn to some work. 3 wide up off the corner, get it down to 2 wide before they go back down to turn number 1.
That's right. Auto Scrape will peak down to the bottom. Another one spins off of turn number 2, goes in the wrong direction. Caution flag will come out over to the speedway. We have got a couple more laps left to go here in heat race number 1, and you called the action there. It was pretty heated between Mike Magic as well as Auto Scrape, and then all of a sudden one car went spinning in turn 2.
Ty Nevins in the 33 looping it around over there, tried to make that move up on the high side, was doing pretty good, and then it just got away from him. Jumped out from underneath him. Now he went over there, got a push. He's fired back up. He'll tack on to the end of the field when we get ready to line him back up.
And thank you for covering me while I get everything posted on social media.
No problem, man. Do your thing over there. Do your thing. We're having fun.
That's right.
Once again, I want to thank all the fans for coming out tonight to the southernmost dirt track in the USA, the Hendry County Motorsports Park. We're going to do it all over again tomorrow night. Join us with the street stocks, the open wheel modifieds. Also, the mini stocks are going to be here, along with the quads. The quads are coming back, but the big deal tomorrow night, along with the sprints and the midgets, well, the gladiators are going to be coming out in full force. And they're talking anywhere from 15 to 20 cars out here. And if they have over 20 cars, it's $1,000 to win for those gladiators here at the Hendry County Motorsports Park. Also, our 50-50 girl is here, Miss Mindy, walking around in her checkered flag. Wave at her, she'll flag you down. 50-50 tickets are $1 a piece, 6 for $5. Can't miss her. Pigtails and checkered flag.
Can't miss Mindy over there. That's right. I see you. She's got the braids going through as well. Yeah, some women can't do the braided hair, but she's got it rocking pretty good. We're back for the restart here.
Green flag's out. We're digging down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Crowder once again stretches it out, but the 3-wee car back there in the second spot trying to gain ground on him. Got crossed up. He's got 2 of them stacked up behind him. That's going to be Ty Nevins knocking on the back door. He went from the back of the pack, got past 2 cars real quick, shoves it up into third, looks down to the inside, battle for second as he go down into turn number 1.
So here comes John Crowder. He'll power back up on the outside, stay to the bottom of the racetrack. Auto Scrape will follow there. 5 car lengths or more as they dive into turn 3. Scrape gets loose. He gets sideways to the outside lane. This will open up the door to the bottom of the racetrack for Ty Nevins. Nevins is on his inside, door to door as they exit turn 2.
Nevins digging hard, down low, finds the forward bite down the back straightaway with the 3-wee of Auto Scrape, powers back on the high side, keeps the RPMs up, but Nevins going to make the move, slide job off of turn 4 and back to 1.
Back to turn number 1. There's more contact, and he about got sideways again. Scrape about lost it off turn 2. Nevins powers back to the outside. Scrape one more time to the bottom. Meanwhile, John Crowder will see the bullhorns. 2 to go. They're back to turn 1.
2 sticks in the air. They sail it down into turn 1. Crowder out front all by himself. A lot of daylight between first and second. The battle's going to be for the second spot. Nevins in the 33 trying to hold off Scrape as they go back down into turn 3. Scrape using up the whole track. Looks down to the inside. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Crowder by himself off of turn number 2. The battle is going to be for second. Scrape up the track off of turn number 2. Nevins going to hang on to that second spot. Scrape sails it into turn 3 and 4. Tries to hang on to it. Crowder going to take the win.
And Nevins, just like that, John Crowder will take heat race number 1. A pretty good heat at that one. Had a couple of moments of caution, but none prevailing there. We did get it in its entirety. And, of course, John Crowder doing a phenomenal job taking heat race number 1 for the Just Dirt Productions Southeastern Sprint Car Series events are coming up next, but that is, of course, the Just Dirt Productions Southern States Midget Series, where Southern Outlaw Promotions all got started.
At the southernmost dirt track in the USA.
There you go. Too much south in that one sentence there. So we'll get ready now for heat race number 2 here in just a couple of moments. They'll be pushing on to the racetrack. We're giving our race fans. Now, some of these midgets do have the transmissions where they can go on their own and push, but some of them have to be pushed to come out. Now, the sprint cars have to be pushed to come to speed. They got to get pushed to fire them up in one gear. You're exactly right. When they are fired up, they are in gear. It's just a matter of just letting the throttle hang and well, actually, they ain't got a throttle. They just go wide open.
We go really fast. Throw it in the corner and
They're
turn
holding
left.
on to that brake, that's for sure. Heat race number 2, another 10-lap heat race. Let's give you your starting lineup on the pole. Car number 40 out of Springfield, Illinois. That's going to be Chase McDermott. Is outside Joe Askew in the 78J. Joe Askew, of course, to the 78J machine. Of the 22 that are in attendance, comes to us out of Cape Coral, Florida. Row number 2 to the inside out of D-Land, Florida is Paige Moss. And 95, Eddie Moss Jr., her dad, out of D-Land, Florida, the 8 car. Zach Gorski from D-Land, Florida. A couple of D-Land, Florida natives starting 5th in the 07. Zach Gorski to the outside from Villages, Florida. It's Bob Brown in 30. And Reland Moss out of D-Land, Florida in 23. That's the lineup for the 7 cars in heat race number 2. Jason Buckner. That epic music to set the tone, right?
I was listening. I was waiting for dragons to fly over the back straightaway.
The flyover's coming next, as they say.
Thank God them alligators don't have wings.
Especially in the Everglades-Swamp in the infield over there.
I'm telling you. You still got wet feet from last night.
My shoes are soaked, man. I literally tried to clean them all I could.
Tell you what,
shake the cobwebs off, as they say.
It was kind of neat. We had some folks come out here very early this week waiting for the races. I think they showed up late Monday, early Tuesday, something like that. And they were all stretched out, soaking up the sunshine today out there, reading their magazine and everything, getting a South Florida tan out here. I tell you what, we're the warmest in the nation right now. A lot of you folks up north, minus 10 degrees. Yeah. We're trying to figure out how to get somebody out to fix our air conditioning down here.
There you go.
He is not supposed to be in this. Blue and orange, 23. Blue and orange, you're not in this heat.
So they're trying to remove a car from the heat race. I believe they're saying Ken Wright.
The 23 there in the back, black flag him so he knows the illegal.
I think the 23X of Kent Wright is out there, and they're going to black flag him because we got one extra car on the speedway. He is in heat race number 3, but hey, props to him, though. He was lined up ready to go in heat 2.
He's like, I'm here. I want to go.
Let's
I
go,
wanna race.
man. I'm ready to go to work. How dare you black flag me in a heat race? We ain't even got started, is what he says.
Come on,
but
man.
the reason why is because he's in heat race number 3. So that's why he's stopping. He's like, what did I do wrong? Why are you black flagging me? Well, brother, if you can hear me and Jason, you're in heat race number 3. You're in heat number 3.